with joint relations, especially with this meeting, we don't have a strong emphasis on our joint relations, which is one of the things and my concerns actually with our virtual archon. And I know in our chapter, we're not very good with joint relations. So Everest and Tina have been talking to me about what they've been doing. Can I just hear what you guys have done with your joint relations to like make an effort to get this better and get this going? Or like how the state of your joint relations are right now?
Hey Jamie, it's Kaylee. You know how our joint relations are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Meg said
Um,
theirs are pretty good, but yeah, I know how ours are. I know ours are the best. Um,
yeah, that
so
came up during the debrief today.
yeah, and how are yours at Mississippi State?
Our squadron supports us a lot. They've actually helped us a lot in our recruiting and stuff this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I feel like ours is just the weak one, I guess, in Tennessee. And I know that we're trying to like find ideas to strengthen them. Everest has like talked to me about they have a wine and cheese night where they just talk about everything that they could do to improve their organization, and it works. And they've had like movie nights together and everything. So they've enjoyed the social aspect more because one of the things is I know I started this because I want to like support the Air Force because my father was in the Air Force. Um, and over time, it's been one of the greatest organizations that have helped me in my career. So, um, are there any ways you think we could improve our joint relations? I know that Kaylee has talked about how ours are.
Meg, do you want to talk about how Auburn has good relations, like what we do? I mean, I know what we do, but like you as a chapter president, like what do you think about how we have been, like how have we been so good at joint relations? That way we can help Tennessee out.
Well, we do a lot, like going to like their FAs and trying to support them on that side, even the detachment as a whole. So it gets the like commander and all of our cadre kind of on our side, so they push in the detachment and in Arnold Air how important we are, and so it kind of helps to have the cadre on your side before you try to go into Arnold Air and in the detachment as a whole. But I don't know. I feel like, oh yeah, we do a lot of service projects with them. They include us in pretty much anything they do, and we include them in anything. Just make sure it's just open, just so they can come in whenever, and then we can go in whenever.
And having the meetings at the DET, I think, helps. And I know I go study there so much that people think that I'm a cadet because I'm in there all the time studying in between my classes. So yeah, I think that's helped because then I get to talk to a lot of the cadets, which is pretty cool. Get to know them personally, and then I think they respect us a little bit more. Yeah.
Awesome. I know I just wanted to cover on this point like very short and quick and briefly because they're the giant lack us doing the virtual Archon and then our Arnold's chapter doing setting a later date for it. So I know that was a big gap. We were trying to find a platform that could support everyone. But thank you for all your ideas, and I think we can continue on to the next session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna go on with public affairs. Not that. I just need to find it, which I don't know why it's not always showing. One second. I'm finding it, I promise. Okay. It is pulling up right now. Okay. So this is about public affairs. Michaela Henley is our public affairs officer. She couldn't be with us, so I'm going to be speaking on her behalf. And it is called the hashtag Earn Your Silver Wings because that is what National Staff is really pushing, and it's really awesome to see. If you go follow that hashtag on Instagram, which I didn't know until kind of recently that you could follow the hashtag. But if you go follow the hashtag, you can see people from around the nation using hashtag Earn Your Silver Wings. So overview, we're going to do the introduction. What is the PAO importance? What do we need to post? Marketing Silver Wings, follow Silver Wings, and any questions. So Michaela Hanley is from, I don't know how to say that. Detroit, Tennessee, somewhere in Tennessee. Yeah. Thank you. Her major is food science technology, which sounds very difficult. She is involved in Silver Wings, FFA, 4-H, Food Science Club, and Pi Beta Psi. So what is the Public Affairs Officer? So the Public Affairs Officer manages the spread of information between the Silver Wings chapter and the public. So basically just letting everybody else not in Silver Wings know what I can't say Silver Wings sometimes, which is terrible. Let them know what Silver Wings is. So the PAO officer is responsible for posting on social media, newspapers, making flyers, etc. I highly recommend that you as chapters submit to your college newsletter and to your community newsletter and let them know what's going on and or like any big successes you just had, or if you're going NatCon, say Silver Wings at Auburn University is going to Milwaukee, and that might like intrigue some people and might bring in new people, which is always awesome because we want new members. So why is PAO important? Keeping the public informed about Silver Wings and what chapters are doing is critical. It keeps other Silver Wings chapters in the know about what is going on in other chapters, such as using the Earn Your Silver Wings hashtag. And you can look that up and see what other people are doing around the nation and then get ideas from that about what you could do at your chapter. And it reminds Silver Wings members of what is coming up or what is currently going on. That's really important because you need to know what's going on, when events are, and like how you can stay involved. So what does the PAO need to post? Also, if you don't have a public affairs officer, or if you serve as a public affairs officer, this is basically just what you need to post. Happenings in the chapter and the region, more focusing on chapters, and if you if you tag Silver Wings Region 5 on Instagram, that way we can post about what your chapter is doing. It'll make your chapter look really good. I stalk a lot of y'all, fun fact, and that's how I get what I post or what Michaela posts. So other things to post are scholarship opportunities, feature what your cool activities are, JMP and SMP updates, and service opportunities taking place. Marketing Silver Wings. So have posts focus on service, professionalism, and friendship. So friendship that was a unique thing for me to find in her presentation because I've gained so many friends from Silver Wings, and I think it's cool to show that everybody else can too, or hopefully everybody else can. Have socials on public places so that other people can join in and don't make it cliquey. That way people can just freely join in, and then that might get you some more members. Have your elevator speeches ready for when people ask what Silver Wings is, and you might want to think about asking them what their major is first. That way you can tailor your elevator speech slightly towards them. And wear Silver Wings swag at least once a week. If you have questions on where to get swag, I have different resources, so just let me know. So for all the Silver Wings, I will share all these briefings with y'all, and then I will send y'all a list of these. But here's just a brief overview. So some of the chapters have a lot of social media, and some don't, but working on it. Summary, we talked about all of these points. Any questions? No. Okay. Cool. I don't know why it's paused. Development and sustainability. So what is it? So we're going to be talking about why it's important, make meetings worthwhile, and motivating members. So development, why it's important. It's saying it's paused again. Okay, unpaused. So development is about recruitment, and that's what we should focus on most importantly, but don't forget that it's also about professional development and personal development. Sustainability, why it's important. So when you recruit members, you don't want it to just recruit them and then not like have them stay based. I don't always have the right words, but you want to keep those members in your chapter and then develop them into leaders, and maybe they can be have a leadership position of some sort. So for sustainability, think about the long term. Where do you want to see your chapter in a year, 3 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years? Some chapters even have a Google Doc of their vision of where they want to see their chapters be in the next 5 years, and that could help. It's just an idea. You want quality over quantity because you want a good chapter, but also make sure that you're staying in ratio and keep numbers in mind. And everybody in the chapter right now is in good standing, which is excellent. And also get to know your associates, because if they don't feel cared about or loved or like they fit in, which everybody should feel like they should fit in, that's part of why I stayed in Silverings, because I felt like I could fit in. If you don't get to know them, they're not going to stay in your chapter, and it's not going to be sustainable. And then make your meetings worthwhile. So find the balance. Mix professional activities with fun ones. So you could do like a 30-minute career fair type thing, or like recently we had a speaker come in from the Career Center and speak with us, and then talked about some fun activities that we could do coming up. And then think about if you want to make your meetings weekly or bi-weekly. And that really depends chapter by chapter. So that's going to be up to you as chapter presidents. And then, so weigh your options with that. Are people going to come if it's bi-weekly or weekly? Like, which one are they going to be more willing to do? Motivating members. So NatCon scholarships, you can promote that based on participation. You could do member of the month. You should have received a link that goes up to national staff about member of the month, but you could do your own member of the month as well. And that would be really, really cool. And I know that they would feel appreciated. Then there's dining out. I know some squadrons do dining in, and I think Tennessee Squadrons does dining in where they can't bring dates. I'm not 100% positive, but I think that's how it works. And then, but if you can go to dining out, talk to your cadre about that, because that'd be really cool. It's really fun. I would just go if you can. And then random rewards. And you can read all those points. If you have cool ideas, send them my way. And if we have cool ideas, we'll send them your way. So summary, we talked about development, why it's important, sustainability, why it's important, making meetings worthwhile, and motivating members. Are there any dates? Thank you, Meg and Everest. I didn't know what dining in was until I think like last week. So, are there any questions? All right. Oh, there's the question slide. I found that.